Hi guys, this is Oshi and this is gonna be our monthly reading. If you are new to my channel, these monthly readings are not very in-depth. I like to focus on giving you guys one thing to work with for a month because my personal experience, so you know, this is how it works for me, and I thought that might be useful for other people as well. I work better with just, you know, one simple bigger thing than 100 million other things, not because those are not accurate, but because my mind is like a goldfish. So you know, it's hard to remember everything unless you're that amazing and awesome, and then you know, you can find a lot of readings with a whole lot more detailed information. But you know, like I said, I like to do that to simplify things. What we do is we have a tarot card, an oracle card, and the astrological side, the zodiac signs. So I go in random order. Everything is going to be timestamps down below, so you just, you know, need to jump where your sun, moon or rising is. For a more complex reading, you can check all of them, or you can, you know, check the tree and select the one that is resonating with you the most, because sometimes it's not the sun sign that is resonating from certain readers. I have that with some people that I know, that I don't check my sun sign, I check my moon or rising or whatever. So just an advice, but do it as you wish, obviously. And I hope this helps. And let's start with Capricorn. So this is the Angelarium Year 1 or 2. I completely forgot because I mixed wow, words. I mixed the two deck together. So you have Capricorn. Your card is the Four of Cups for the month, and we also have inside, oh awesome, as you can see, these two kind of correlate. Oh wow, I'm sorry for the words. I like how the color coordination is excellently happening, because there is orange and green on this one, there is orange and green on this one, and there is yellowy green on this one. So by accident there's a lot of green and orange going on. So maybe those two colors are actually, you know, important for you this month. But Capricorn, the Four of Cups is a place where it's not, you know, where you're really bored because you have everything by now that you wanted, because this person might look like, you know, they are just looking down and they don't care about anything. But it's more like that state, because the number 4 is talking about stability. So this place is where you're kind of okay with what you have. It's not the most spectacular life you're living right now, but you're kind of, you know, you're like, it could be worse, it could be better, but it could be worse, so I'm good with that. But because you're looking inside, usually you're missing this extra cup, you know, something new, something exciting, something that would add to your life. But in this month, it's actually not a bad thing. You know, this might be more of a distraction, actually, because we have the inside. Because where you're right now at, it allows you to look inside, look inward, and just focus on the things you would like to improve, you know, but not necessarily the stage where you're actually starting to improve things, but where you can find and, you know, identify the areas of your life that you want to start working on. So this month would be a very good time to actually spend time with yourself. And I mean it like, you can just, you know, if you can be alone, I don't know, you know, there's a lot of people who watches these, so circumstances are different, but take the time to just sit down and start working through the different areas of your life and make notes, make lists. Which one is something that you would like to improve on? which one is that you actually really, you know, content with. And once the month is up, you can start working with those lists. But you know, you're not in a rush. This month is not about making decisions and then moving things and, you know, hurrying. It's more about chilling, getting, you know, that relaxed state that you're very much in need, and just enjoying the benefit of having the time or making the time to look inward. Okay, yeah, that's all, and I hope this helps, and see you in the next one. Thank you. Okay, next one is Libra, and this is your card from the Angelarium Year 1 and 2 deck. Your tarot card is the King of Wands, and your oracle is Microcosm. Okay, very interesting. We have a king and we have a word, so definitely ruling over something for sure. So Libra, air sign, but you have a very passionate fiery king for this month. So what I would say, it feels like you will need to step up and find your inner king. Doesn't matter which gender, it's just a sort of energy where it's a very confident, very self-assured king. This king knows what they want. They know how to rule over their kingdom, and they are looking at this microcosm. And what I feel like, and if you look at this card, that this is a tiny microcosm as well. This month is the month where you need to spend time to find your ruling position on your own life. So it's not about external control, it's about, and not in a way bad kind of, you know, restrictive control over your own self. It's more about finding not who you are, because you probably already know who you are, but finding your own place in your own world. And in your own world, you're the king, you know. It might sound cheesy, or it might sound ridiculous at first, but you are the one who is making the decision, or you should be the one making decision about your own life. So this month, definitely. And this king is also about finding those ideas that other people might not think they are great, but you know in the deepest of your heart that this is something that you're excited about. This is something that you have an inkling or a calling to do. So this month you need to disregard other people's opinion about your ideas for your own self, for your own life, because no one is living your life. You are the one who has to live your own life. And even though we sometimes, or most often, like to make decisions that would be looked at favorably by other people, at the end of the day, we are who we are, and we are living, we are only responsible for our own life, and that's how it should be. So find those decisions that you need to make this month so that you can regain your position on the throne of your own kingdom. Definitely, more confidence, work on your self-confidence as well. Okay, that's for you, and thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Next one, we have Cancer. This is your card from the Angelarium Year 1 or 2 deck. Your card is, oh nice, 3 of Cups, and we have Healing. Oh, awesome. Okay, so Cancer is a water sign, which means very much in connection with their emotions. So getting a cup, which is also the water element, the emotional realm of tarot, with healing is definitely working on a lot of emotional issues, but not necessarily yours, because we have the card that represents friendship. It also represents that circle that is your supportive circle, but I kind of feel like it's not about you who needs healing this month. It's more about, and I think you had something similar in previous month, where you were the one making the work for other people. I kind of have that feeling, but I don't remember exactly. If you do, please comment down below if I was right. But maybe this month your role is going to be that what's the word, you know, someone who helps to mitigate, whatever, there's a word, you know, someone who helps to come people together, you know, tries to help other people to heal their wounds. Maybe there was a friendship group and there is something in the below the surface, you know, where people are still acting like they are the best friends forever, but you know, something happened and they are not really talking to each other anymore, and this is the time that when you can actually do something about it. And you know, if it's not that, then, and it's about you because you are in a friendship or supportive group where you feel like you're hurting for some reason, then they can be help in healing as well, obviously. But I feel more like the first one. I'm just mentioning the second one because that could be also true. But yeah, you have the emotional maturity and capability to help other people heal, and that's a very lovely thing. So I hope you can do that. And hope this helps, and yeah, see you in the next one. Thank you. Next up is Aquarius. This is your card in the Angelarium Year 1 and 2. Your tarot card is Temperance, okay. And we have Advocate. Oh, interesting. The Temperance card is about balance and that patience work when you know you have to pour the water from these cups very slowly, because if you're trying to rush things, they're going to spill all over the place. But because this is already in the seventh, this is the end of that cycle, the mini cycle in the major arcanas. It talks about a balance when you need to find that position where you not just, you know, take from the collective or get or give, you know, because it could be the other way around, but you realize by now that you have to give back to as well, or in the other case, take what is yours as well, because it's about balance. You know, it's not about filling just one cup, it's about both, continuously and in change. And it's about, you know, change as well, a slow change, a positive slow change, how a river changes its course. You know, it's not going to change it within a day, it's going to change it very slowly, and then suddenly, you know, I mean, after a while you're suddenly realizing that you're already living a different kind of life. That sort of positive change. But it's also something that is not just for you, not just for your life, especially because we have the Advocate card, and unfortunately this world that we currently live in very much in need for people to stand up for issues that are important for them. So you're called this month to find that cause that is speaking to you and do your part. It doesn't have to be the loud and very noticeable thing that you're doing, because, you know, helping a cause to work there's a lot of job that you can do, and sometimes those are the small things that, you know, volunteering or signing petitions or just letting other people know that, hey, this is a problem and we need to do something about it, because that's the first step, recognizing that there is a problem, actually acknowledging that there is a problem. And maybe that is going to be your job this month, which might, you know, in the long term it is part of a slow positive change. So even if it feels hard for right now, you know, even if you feel like that nothing is changing and you're just one tiny person, and how would you matter? It matters, because all those tiny drops in these waters, in the river or in the cup, it's going to add up. So if, you know, everybody is doing something small, then in the end we're gonna have something big and something better, which is very, very important, because the world still needs a lot of fixing, but we can do it. You can do it. So yeah, that's all, and hope it helps. Wish you luck, and see you in the next one. Bye. Next one is Virgo. This is your card from the Angelarium Year 1 and 2. I mean, it's one, but I forget which one. I should go back and watch my video. Your card is the 9 of Wands. Okay, it's a very self-protective position, and we have forgive. So the 9 of Wands, one of the aspects of the 9 of Wands, and Virgo, you're an earth sign, so the Wand is a fire element, fire suit, but maybe it's for you, for some reason it's very hard to forgive. You know, earth signs can be a little stubborn. We have Taurus in earth signs, who is the most stubborn. not no shade, just, you know, observation. But the 9 of Wands is that position when you're protecting yourself and you're standing up for yourself, because you know who you want to be, what kind of life you want to live, and you're like, enough is enough, this is my life, you should go away. But because we have the forgive, maybe you're already past that point where you need to protect yourself, and you're overprotecting yourself because of past hurts. Maybe something happened in the past that, you know, made you pull up these wands as a blockade. You know, you're protecting yourself from anyone getting too close because you feel like they would just hurt you, which is not true. I mean, obviously there are horrible people, I'm not going to say there aren't, but there are a lot of nice people as well, but they can't get too close to you if you keep out everybody. So you have to find a way to forgive whoever hurt you in the past, and not because, you know, you have to be like, oh, I don't care what they did. No, you don't have to forget what they did, but holding on to past hurt is only hurting you. They don't care about it, trust me. Everybody is busy with their own life, with their own feelings. So, you know, just constantly thinking about, oh, I hate you, you did this and this to me, even if it was valid and, you know, they were horrible, you're only hurting with that yourself. So you have to find a way to let go and move on from that place of hurt, because you're keeping out people who would actually add positively to your life if you do so. Yeah, that's your work for the month. It's not easy, but it can be done. You're stronger than you think. You survived the battle, the previous one. And look at how beautiful your card is. How strong and beautiful. Okay, that was your reading. Hope it helps, and see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye. Okay, next we have Gemini. I really like this Gemini card. It's from the Angelarium Year 1 or 2. Your card is the Lovers. Interesting, your own card. And Love, okay. Wow. I mean, I wanted to say that, you know, the Lovers card is not just about love and finding love, but it's about an ethical decision, making a choice when you choose what is actually good for you and not what's pretty and shining and, you know, fulfilling in the short term. But because we have love, I think this is actually about love. Now, it could be self-love, obviously, because if you can't love yourself, if you don't love yourself, then you won't be able to find a relationship that actually adds positively to your life. But so two ways to go. One, your month is all about learning how to love yourself, which can be a really difficult job and a big one. But if you're, because I think some of you are done with that, some of you done the work, or done enough that you're in a much better place, and if you did that, then it's actually finding love for this month. But yeah, I mean, self-love, now that I think about that, this is your card, could be that the work is self-love. But I'm not going to disregard the previous one, because it could be that some of you love, and I mean, big letter love, the love, whatever and however you define that, is coming in. But you need to actually recognize and choose that love, because that love might come in a form that you're not expecting, and maybe your life circumstances are not allowing that sort of love to enter as of now. So you have to make space for it, and that's a choice. You're choosing to let someone else in completely and utterly, because if you don't, then we're not talking about love. But I love that green and green as a correlation as well. So yeah, good luck with either shadow work with love, self-love, which is hard, can be hard, I know, or actually finding love, which is exciting as well. The other one is important as well, but yeah, it's exciting. And please come back and tell me if you find love in the next one, because I would love to hear about it. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Bye. Okay, we have Taurus. This is your card for from the Angelarium Year 1 and 2 deck. And your tarot card is Death and Listen. Oh, I love this card, so beautiful. Okay, that is not the scary one. If you haven't watched a tarot reading before, that is not the literal death. It's about change, it's about transformation, it's about closing off a cycle and starting anew. But when the transition happens, it's sometimes messy. You need time to clean up what's left from the previous period of your life or cycle before you can really start the new one. So it's definitely a transition period. And because we have Listen, and Taurus can be very much stubborn not to let go of things that are no longer serving them. But you need to listen. And I kind of think about there's another tarot deck where the High Priestess is a shell like this. So you need to listen to not just good advice from people that you trust, but your own intuition that is telling you that something needs to go. Maybe you're still trying to hold on to goals you set previously, because you thought that those were the ones that you need to achieve in order to be happy. But as you started working towards them, you realize that they make you miserable. This life that you chose make you unhappy, but you know, you're still thinking that, oh, but that it was supposed to be the plan. Sometimes, or most often to be honest, plans change, and you only have the insight to change the plans when you're actually starting to execute them. But you know, it's never too late. As soon as you let go of the old that's not working, the sun is going to start to rise again, and you will see positive change. It's a slow process, but also it's something that you can push against it for as long as you want to, but sooner or later things will change, and it's easier and faster if you go with the process. You know, if you just tell yourself that, okay, I tried, it's not working, let's see what's coming, and try to embrace the new, the unfamiliar, and maybe scary. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing, and hope it helps, and see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye. Next one is Leo. This is your card from the Angelarium Year 1 or 2. Your tarot card is the Six of Cups and Transformation. Okay, so Leo, fire sign, water, and pretty much the Death card, which is Scorpio, also water. So definitely something about emotions. The Six of Cups is nostalgia. It's about childhood joy, when you think about a certain period of your time when you think that you were the happiest, and you know, you're trying to go back to that place because you think that you're never gonna be as happy as you were in that moment. And it doesn't have to be childhood, it could be, you know, your high school years or college years or your first relationship, anything that you think was the happiest period of your life. But until you keep holding on to that old thing that's no longer there, you're preventing yourself to actually experience something new that could be equally fulfilling, equally happy, or even more so. You don't know until you let go of the old one that you already lost. It's gone. So you're not holding on to something that's actually there, you're holding on to a ghost, you know, a memory, a feeling that's no longer existing. And because we have the transformation, this month could be the one where you work on letting these things go, when you transform not just yourself but how you look at these things, because you don't have to forget about them. It's not a bad thing at all to have happy memories to look back at when things are not so nice, but you have to learn to handle them and, you know, place them where they should be. What I mean by that is they belong to the past, they're not your present, and you know, we're not even talking about future because it's not happening. We are living in the present, and this is no longer part of that. But something could be if you let it go. And all you need to do is actually acknowledge that this is the past and this is gone. It was fun while it was lasting, but you can have something better if you start looking forward and not backwards. And I mean that by exes and past relationship especially. You don't need someone who for once, you know, didn't work out, so to speak. Yeah, that's your monthly job, so to speak, to work on. Hope it helps, and yeah, come back next month and tell me about it. Thank you so much for watching, and see you later. Next one is Sagittarius. This is your Angelarium Year 1 and 2 card. Your tarot card is the Three of Wands. Your oracle is Determination. Nice. Starting a journey with determination is always a good thing. So, Sagittarius fire, we have all the fire in the deck. This month is time to start something that you were contemplating for a while. It could be a project, it could be an actual journey, or it could be a journey inside, you know, inwards. The journey of a soul, so to speak, transformation. But because we have this beautiful, and I mean, look at that, look at all those colors, how beautiful is that? Determination card. This might signal that the journey that you're starting is not going to be an easy one. There might be blockages, there might be obstacles along the way, or from, you know, not just along the way, but at the beginning as well. But you will need to stick to the plan, because you already did that. You planned everything out the best of your abilities. You chose where you want to go, and now you have to start that journey and be confident in yourself that you can actually walk through it, you know, that you can walk this path, because this is your path. And yeah, ignore what other people say, because it's not their life. You're the one who needs to take this journey. It could be, like I said, literal. You might be traveling somewhere, and some people are, for a reason we all know, worried, you know, that you shouldn't travel. But if you're absolutely certain that you're safe and you did everything you could, and the journey itself is important, then you should do it. And also, you know, self-work as well. Some people might say that working on yourself, or doing, you know, watching tarot readings is stupid, and they don't believe it, and it's ridiculous and harmful even. But if you find whatever, what did I want to say? If you find, oh god, the word completely gone from my head. What I meant is, you know, if it's value, that was the one. If you find value in these, then you should stick to it, because getting to know ourselves is always a good idea. But yeah, happy traveling, and see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, and bye. Okay, Scorpio is the next one. This is your card in the Angelarium Year 1 and 2. Your tarot card is the Seven of Wands. Why did I feel like that this would come off today? And Desire. Yeah, because when I saw the Nine of Wands in the previous one, I was like, the 7 is somewhere here, and it was. Because it's definitely feel like that you would like to, because of the Desire card, you would like to experience new things. You know, you would desire a much more fulfilling and peaceful life. But you feel like constantly that you have to protect yourself from other people, which can be very tiring, to be honest. And interestingly, this representation of the angel Peter Morbacher chose for Scorpio feels like someone who is after a battle, you know, clutching to its weapon and just, you know, feeling a bit tired from the battle. But yeah, what you have to do is keep protecting what's yours. Keep protecting what you value, what you look at, what you see as something that is important to you and to your life. Because what other people desire might be different from what you desire, but other people are other people. It's important to remember that you're living your own life, and you should be living your own life. And being here at this top, you know, constantly being attacked, could be a sign that you're finally reaching a position where other people might, you know, look at you and be jealous and want to get what's yours, because they think that they need to get that what you have in order to be happy, which is obviously ridiculous, but we don't know that until we experience something like that. So just protect yourself, and I don't mean by attack people. I feel more like walk away when someone is trying to pick a fight. But if they are coming at you constantly, then just draw that line in the sand and say to them that, hey, this is not okay, what you're doing is hurting me and you need to stop. And from then on, if they continue, then you might attack back. I mean, Scorpio, we're talking about Scorpio, but then it's on them and it's not on you. Yeah, that is it. I hope it helps, and I hope it's not going to be as exhausting as it looks like. But if it is, then remember that this is just for a month. It will pass. Okay, see you in the next one. Thank you. And we have Pisces. This is your card from the Angelarium Year 1 and 2 deck. And your tarot card is the Eight of Pentacles. And your oracle is Empathy. Interesting. So Pisces, water sign, so empathy, emotions, definitely your element. The Eight of Pentacles is the card that talks about perfecting something that you already worked on. This is the boring part of a project that you need to do before the project actually manifests. But because we have empathy, I think it's more about being patient with other people. Because you're working on something for sure, and maybe you're the only one who knows how much work you put into it. You know, maybe because it wasn't a project that was happening in the physical world. Maybe it's something that you're working on inside of you. You're working on yourself. That's what I'm getting more like. And other people might not see how much you've changed in the past, I don't know, couple of months or a year. So they still regard you as the old you that you presented to the world previously. But you already experienced a lot of change, and you know, you would like other people to see that immediately, but you have to be patient and you have to have empathy towards other people, because it's not easy for others, especially those close to us, to see the changes immediately, or you know, even at all, because they have that idea of who you are, about you. And especially people close to you, close to us, they might have a hard time, you know, accepting that you're someone else entirely. But unfortunately, that's part of life, and if you want to have these people around, you have to be empathetic that they might and probably are not doing this for horrible reasons. It's just that for them you were in a particular box, and to allow you to be in a different one or in multiple boxes, it's not easy immediately, because human minds needs to organize things. And just because, not because you know we're horrible people, but we're in a basic instinct level, we need to categorize things to know if is this a threat, if it's, you know, it's not a threat. That's how, you know, human mind works. Maybe one day we will grow this out, but I think because we as human beings are constantly keeping up conflict, I don't think it's going to change. So you just remember that even if they don't look at you as the new you yet, they might just need time, you know, especially because we have a turtle. Just give them time, and they will change. They will, you know, catch up. But they are tiny turtles, and you're, you know, an angel. You're already like poof, gone. and there's a new you. So they just need some time to catch up. But don't give up, work on this one. And work on yourself as well, because it's very, very helpful. Okay, that's your monthly reading. Hope it helps, and see you in the next one. Bye. And this month, the last one is Aries, which is a very, very fiery angel. And for you, you know what, because you're the one, I'm going to show you the back of the card if you want to read it. I didn't feel like doing this for the other sign, but for you, you're my favorite this month. Just don't tell the others. And your tarot card is the Sun. Awesome, we like the Sun for a month. And acceptance. Nice. Okay, the Sun. Even though he doesn't matter. The Sun doesn't look very happy for some reason. It is one of the happiest cards in the deck. It signals a longer period of time when you can be happy and fulfilled and just get some peace. And it also gives you clarity. So if you had a problem that you were working on for a long time, and you know, you were just pushing and working yourself over it, this month you're going to get that answer. You're going to get that huge relieved sense of feeling. But you also have to accept whatever you're learning, because I feel that that's why this Sun is not so, you know, it feels like a bit of a judgmental, you know, a bit of judgy Sun, but only because whatever the solution that you're looking for is something that you might have already overlooked, and it might be something that you don't think is the solution, but you have to be more accepting for things to work differently than how you decided they would, because life usually is not like that. But as soon as you accept that, hey, this is the solution to my problem, and it could be for some of you that you have to accept help because you're a very independent sign. You charge ahead, you decide what you want immediately, and you're like, I'm not waiting around for anyone else to, you know, offer their 2 cents, because I know everything I want to know. I know everything I think I need to know. I'm gonna, you know, just do it. But it might not be the case for this bigger problem that you're working on. And I kind of feel like with all the flowers here as well, that it shows that this is a teamwork, that a team solution that you're looking at, that you're looking for, and you might don't want to see. So let that Sun tell you what the real solution to the problem you're trying to solve is, because as soon as you accept that, happiness is here, and it's here for a longer time, you know, a peaceful, more happy time, which is awesome. But yeah, that's your monthly reading, and hope it helps, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Bye.